Hello Earth signs and welcome to Ascending Without Wings. My name is Raina and this will be a reading for the new moon in Pisces, which is on the 13th of March 2020. So these readings generally are approximately 2 weeks, but the new moon energies can last for a bit longer. So I will begin this reading with some Moonology Oracle cards, see what some overall messages are for the Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. So we're going to be seeing this reading for the new moon in Pisces. First card, ouch. Take time to breathe out. Same card that water signs had. So it's almost like the energy at the moment with Schumann resonance, everything the way it is. It's like we really need to be remembering to breathe in and out deeply. Things might get a bit tense. And yeah, just remember to breathe. Earth signs. What else do we have to say to the Earth signs, please, for this new moon in Pisces? Okay. Next card is you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. Nice. So, for some of you, there are goals that are pretty close to being achieved, so that's at least a little bit of good news. A little reassuring that a finishing line of some description is on its way. Then we've got the end of a tough cycle approaches. It's full moon in Capricorn. Nice one. It's always good to end something that's been rough. Okay. What else do we have for Earth signs for this new moon in Pisces, please? It's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Interesting. So Earth signs. I know Taurus is ruled by Venus, but Venus and Neptune are playing a big part in the astrology at the moment. So I'm not sure if you're into astrology, but if you know where the placements of Venus and Neptune are for you personally, that may play a part for you going forward in the next couple of weeks. So now, let's just get some energy oracle messages. Maybe about 4 messages to see what the other energies might be playing out for some of these Earth signs that will be seeing this reading. Well, okay, too many. Okay, so attachment. I get told take attachment. Number 5, attachment. So if you see in this picture, she's actually taken her mask off, and it's almost like she's releasing it to the wind, or like, surrendering it to the divine almost. So I feel like there is an unmasking of the true you for a lot of Earth signs. I feel like the spiritual evolution journey that we've all been on in recent years has really brought different layers of us out. I'm also a Taurus sun, so yeah, it's kind of like there's things that have come up to the surface for releasing and shedding so that we can see the true self. It's like a snake shedding its skin. The fresh new skin is there. The real skin is there, That's part of this package here. All right. Now we've got number 2, journey. It's like the very much an Alice in Wonderland kind of feel. It's a magical journey that we're on, and it's about to get more exciting, and that childlike wonder and fascination needs to be at the forefront. That also came through in the water sign readings about childlike fascination. Now we've got caring connection, so soul family, soul tribe, but this can also be twin flames, soulmates, things like that coming together. This very much is a very romantic looking picture, but it doesn't necessarily have to be about romantic connections, because soul tribe is gathering at the moment. We're starting to connect with the people that we came here to do some major work with in a lot of ways. So that could be happening, and twin flame collaborations as well. And one last energy oracle for the Earth signs for this reading, please. Wow, woman holding a coin. Number 42. So, abundance, prosperity, good health, good energy flow, things like that are definitely coming into the divine feminine's life, definitely, but we all have divine masculine, divine feminine energies within us, so everybody will be benefiting from that. I don't think anybody will miss out. Now, it's going to pull a few messages from the Work Your Light oracle cards and see what these messages have to offer. Terrible show. All right. 3 messages for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn that will be watching this reading, please. First card out is Soul Family. Calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Very much that caring connection. It has a similar frequency for me when I look at them together. Very much confirming what I just said about caring connections. We are calling our soul tribe in because for a lot of us, we have planned to have collaborations, whether they be in spiritual business or humanitarian causes or something else where it comes to healing humanity and Gaia. A lot of us have signed up for things like that. And the people that are meant to be part of that collaboration or part of that process or that journey are going to start surfacing. And the inspiration and the synchronicities and everything will just line up. And it will fall into place as it's meant to. As I say that, lots of cards fall out. Okay, we have a 1 confirmation. If any of you are considering that you may be Pleiadian, this is your confirmation. We've got Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So for some of you, this is possibly a confirmation that you are a Pleiadian starseed. Just because you're a Pleiadian starseed doesn't mean that you are specifically from one star system. Okay, I initially resonated with being Pleiadian. However, over my journey, I've actually found out that I was originally Lyran. And I've been in many star systems, so I resonate with different starseed frequencies and things like that. So for some of you, I believe channeling is part of your soul work, and that ability may actually be coming online soon. Then we've got get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Connecting with nature, grounding, earthing, getting out near water at the moment is really, really important. It's almost like our souls and our being itself is sort of yearning for it. There's no other way I can describe it. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, let's see. The message from the Starseed Oracle deck. 3 messages from the Starseed Oracle deck for Earth signs, please. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs with Pisces, New Moon. Moon in Pisces. We have the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Starseeds, stop hiding. Okay, you were put here to shine. Shine like a supernova. Shine in the faces of those that you trigger, because when you trigger people with your shine, it's only because you're sparkling on something that needs to be brought to light in them. So you're doing exactly what you came here to do. Don't let that dishearten you. I feel like somebody needs to hear that. I used to get down because people sort of like, you're too much, you're too this, da-da-da-da-da. And now I'm just like, I'm too much? Really? Let me turn it up for you. Not in a yucky, like, not in an aggressive way, but yeah, like, I'll just be more of myself and I'll just do it in my corner rather than in their face so much. It's just like, no, you can't stop me from being me and just expressing myself the way I wish to. No, sorry. You shall not muzzle me. All right, trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. I feel like for some of you, you're kind of like pushing yourself. Oh, but so-and-so's third eye's open and they've had their Kundalini awakening. Why am I not there? And blah, blah, blah. Don't do it. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Yeah, everything is exactly perfect according to divine timing and divine wisdom. Okay? Then we have you are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. Once again, about coming out of the closet, starseeds, and being seen and shining, and doing whatever it is that you came here to do, and doing it unapologetically, because it's time. It really is time, and I feel like this new moon is actually activating that in a lot of us, the courage to step forth and be the leaders or the healers or the guides or whatever it is that we came here to be. So I'll move on to the goddess guidance oracles, because I feel a really strong presence of the goddesses coming through for this new moon, because it is on the 13th, and the 13th is the number of the goddess. So we've got Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. It's like some of you have got some intuition niggles that are telling you something, and you are not listening. You are not listening, earth signs. What are you not listening to? Listen to the wisdom that is almost like knocking on the inside of your brain. I feel like for some of you, it's that much. Like, it's that obvious that it's inside your head, but you're ignoring it. I was like, why? Why? What are you afraid of, earth signs? What are you afraid of? Okay, that's too many cards, but... yeah, 2 more goddess cards, please, for this reading. Who are the other goddesses that will be coming through and helping the earth signs through this new moon in Pisces cycle? Ooh. We have Butterfly Maiden, which says transformation. Ooh. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. Enormous change can be enormously difficult at times. Okay, it's like teething pain or growing pains in a sense. So transformation can be really, really beautiful, and it is a blessing. However, it can be a bit of a rough ride. So call on the guides that are available to you, as well as the Theta and the Butterfly Maiden, to help you with that. Now we have Maeve, cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. Now, very much tying in with how Schumann resonance is fluctuating at the moment. When Schumann resonance fluctuates, our frequency fluctuates. And sometimes you can go massive energy rush, or all of a sudden it'll wipe you out. Now you need to honor that. If you're feeling wiped out, go get horizontal. Even if it is for 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever you have to, but you need to honor your body and what it's experiencing at the moment with these cycles and all of the energy, because it's pretty intense. Like, we're almost, the image they're giving me is like there's almost like electrical charges coming through the earth, and they're going through our bodies, and it's electrifying us. And that's why staying grounded is important, so that you can get the codes and the energies that are coming through the earth for you, but at the same time being very, very gentle and nurturing and caring towards your body like it is a newborn baby and you're responsible for its well-being and care. Okay, so being super gentle with yourself this new moon cycle. All right, so earth signs, let's move on to some tarot cards and see what the storyline is for the people that are going to be reading, sorry, watching this reading while we'll be playing out. Let's have 6 cards, shall we? First off, we've got 9 of Wands, about being exhausted. This guy is a warrior who's been on the battlefield for a very, very long time, and he's kneeling down having a little rest because he's exhausted. He knows he needs to turn back around and run back onto that battlefield to continue fighting. However, he is exhausted. He's on his knees with his eyes closed. He can barely hold that wand up. That's how exhausted he is. And I feel like it's almost like for some of you, there's an energy of burning the candle at both ends. It's like your spiritual ascension energy, and what it's doing for you is not able to be honored and sort of gone with because you have too many responsibilities and jobs or obligations in the physical world. So moving on to your card, Earth signs. Well, this is Taurus card technically, but the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is a good business person, good father, good partner, good friend. Very, very spiritual, but very, very earthy at the same time. But this person may be the one that's burning the candle at both ends. So yeah, it could be you, Earth signs, or somebody that you know that's embodying these energies. But they're feeling exhausted. Like, they feel like they've been in the trenches, like quite literally at war, and he's exhausted, but he's sitting on his throne, and like it's almost like I'm here. Like, he looks really like almost stunned mullet. Like, I haven't slept in weeks. I think I can see straight. Like, it's almost like this bleary eye, like, I'm so exhausted. I think I can go. I think I can sit up straight. Just, okay, the throne, I'll lean back on it. It'll hold me up. That kind of energy, like, he's exhausted. Someone here is exhausted. But very much alert. He's got his staff across him, you know what I mean? Like, he's on guard. That's what I'm like. He knows he's in a battle. He or she, whoever this is. Next card. Alright, this King of Pentacles, or you could be waiting for your ships to come in regards to people, places, things, anything. Wands is things in the physical world, their connections, their relationships, their communities that you could be a part of, things like that. So there are things in the physical world, their connections, situations where you take some form of action. And so yeah, there may have been something that this King of Pentacles is waiting for the ships to come in on. Let's see if we can have more information. What comes after the Three of Wands for Earth signs for this new moon in Pisces reading? We have a flipper. Page of Swords. What's next? Okay, so the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is an air sign messenger, but he's usually so shy and so unsure of himself and so insecure that he's unable to deliver his message, and he sort of resorts to spying from a distance. You know what I mean? I don't have the courage to speak to you, but I'm kind of like really want to know everything about you, and I want to know what's going on, but I can't sort of push myself to face you or confront you or face you, whatever the case may be. I don't know why the word confront came, because maybe it is a case of you, Earth sign, need to confront somebody in regards to something in your life. Could be in regards to what this war is going on that you feel so drained from, you know. But let's pull some more cards and we'll find out. What else comes for Earth signs after this? After the Page of Swords, what comes next? Six of Swords. Okay, unable to express yourself. However, you have a desire to move away from all the drama and the chaos and the troubled waters from previously, what you have been surrounded by in the past. And there is a desire or a movement towards attaining balance, to be able to juggle your spiritual life and your physical life, or your personal life and your work responsibilities, things like that, whatever it is. But this is about being able to find that balance so the rainbow can form. Okay. And it's almost like calm after stormy seas. Like, once again, that's mirroring the Nine of Wands. It's like the Nine of Wands is him taking a deep breath and having a rest after he's been at war, and it's chaos, and it's all chaotic and loud and messy. And look at this card. There's chaotic seas behind him, but the rainbow is formed by the pentacles that he is juggling. Okay, so it's almost like after some major chaos, there is balance being found, and it's a long, hard fought for victory, I just heard. So for some of you, it's like you have been through the trenches. You've been fighting just to be able to be who you are, and it's almost like you knew that things would shift. That's why there's this energy of the waiting for ships to come in, and this desire to communicate something, but maybe a little bit of fear and a little bit of insecurity stopping you or somebody else from being able to communicate something. But you are moving away from drama following this new moon, and you will have balance, Earth signs. So that's good news. What comes next after the Two of Pentacles? Wow. Another two. We've got the Two of Cups. So this is about inner balance. Like I was saying, the Two of Pentacles, this is about physical world balance. Then Two of Cups is about emotional balance. You finding balance between your own inner masculine and feminine. To be able to balance that and to be able to sort of temper your own self within is where you're headed, okay? And this is something that's been really rough for some people. Like, being a Taurian myself and having gone through my ascension process a bit, emotional maturity where you're kind of self-tempering it's something else. It shows you a side of yourself that you didn't really know very well. And it's like, it's a whole new adventure, this journey of getting to know your own self on a physical, emotional, spiritual kind of level, So it's interesting for Earth signs. Okay, what comes next after the Two of Cups? What comes after the Two of Cups for Earth signs, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for Pisces, New Moon. What is this? We have the Queen of Swords. Air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Queen of Swords is very, very articulate. She tells it like this. She says what she means. She means what she says. She says what she means, and she means what she says. Sorry, I had to pronounce that properly. So, there's no messing around. She's quite intuitive. She's quite spiritual. There's no getting past this lady, all right? Look at the expression on her face. It's like, you see my sword? It's up for a reason. Because I don't buy your bullshit. It's like, there's an attitude to this one, okay? So I don't know if this is somebody towards you, Earth signs, or you having this attitude towards this King of Pentacles, or vice versa. Yeah, I feel like this Queen of Swords, she ain't the happiest lady in the world. But I feel like you as son, want to travel towards this person, maybe to make amends for something. Because you're finding balance and then she's coming into the picture. So let's see what comes after the Queen of Swords in this reading for Earth signs, please. Earth signs for Pisces new moon, November 13th. Oops. What do we have? The Seven of Wands. The card of standing up for yourself, knowing your worth, knowing who you are, knowing why, where you're going, and the fact that you are worthy of love and respect and reciprocity and all of those good things. But this is a journey for a lot of people. It's the Seven of Wands, not the 2, 3 of Wands. It takes a while to kind of get there in your own evolution as well. So whether this is you or this Queen of Swords Earth signs, I feel like somebody is actually, after having been able to calm the chaos that's been going on in their life a little bit and rise above it, is finding a bit more balance within. And that balance is becoming this sense of security, this sense of self-worth, this sense of, I know who I am and where I'm going. Like, I am a work in progress. I'm not in competition with anybody. I am unique in my own way. There is no need for me to compare myself to another. So this is the thing. This could be you feeling this way or standing into this, stepping forward into this energy, or it could be this Queen of Swords. Place it where it fits. But we've got Two of Swords. So, okay, as I got told, it was in the reverse. So that's good. Two of Swords in the reverse is a really good thing, because Two of Swords in the upright is about being blinded to the truth and not being able to make a decision. But in the reverse, it means that you are no longer blinded and you are able to possibly now see clearly, to be able to step forward towards making a decision. So that's actually a really, really good thing. And maybe this standing in your power and knowing your worth is helping you to sort of break free from the indecision that you or the other person may have been plagued by in previous, earlier times. What are the final 2 cards for this reading? Woo, 4 of Swords. The need for rest and recuperation, connecting with nature, a bit of time out of the rat race. No devices, no chatter, no company even. Just eat, sleep, TV, like a little bit of whatever. Like, honestly, those times where you just go, I don't care about the world can switch off. Goodbye. My rest is paramount. That is all I care about, and that's all I'm going to do. That kind of attitude, okay? Sorry. Let's see, what's the final card for this reading? So either you, Earth sign, or somebody else in your energy is in need of some major rest and recuperation and recovery from stressful times, maybe from overworking themselves, maybe from addictions, which can be unhealthy behavior patterns. We're all evolving as souls and we're all growing. So there's a lot of self-realization that is going on. Okay. And that can be quite tricky and quite painful. And honestly, when I'm dealing with a mountain of emotional stuff, a good sleep will usually help make you feel better. Okay. And the final card out we have is the 8 of Wands. So there is communication, back and forth communication coming in regards to possibly this indecision that's now forming into a decision. Whoever it was that was indecisive before, after a bit of rest and recovery and a bit of clearing their head, may step forward and start communicating in regards to whatever it was that the indecision was in regards to previously. Okay. And then when my eyes drawn to the bottom of the deck, we've got the Strength card. So this is about really about you, Earth sign, or somebody else finding some really deep, profound inner spiritual strength all of a sudden. And I feel like it's with this new moon. It's almost like an activation that's happening for a lot of us. Water signs had actual cards confirming that they were having third eye and crown activations. I believe that would apply to all signs also. So yeah, I feel like with this energy, it's like there has been a need for inner strength and spiritual strength, which has not been there previously. And now the universe is kind of conspiring in your favor and making it happen. And it's like, hey, Earth sign, you didn't think you were this tough, but guess what? You are. You really are. And you didn't realize it. Because And this is the thing, like, we have to start off like that. Because this is you not realizing how tough you are. This is you feeling defeated, beaten down, and like you've been uh, abused and bullied and pigeonholed and put in a box in whatever way, shape, or form by the people, places, and things, whether this is career, family, relationship, friends, whatever it is. One's is about your interactions, your obligations, your connections in the physical world, okay? They're making you feel drained. And I just heard energy vampirism. So energy vampirism could be going around in this dynamic as well, where you shine so bright, Earth sign, that people are so drawn to you and they want to be around you. So they're constantly finding something to need from you, which is constantly draining your energy because you don't know how to say no and be like, hey, I need to save a little bit of me for me, like the yes man tendency. And I know I hate saying that, but being an earth sign, I understand how we can be like that. We like to keep people happy. All right. So you're feeling very much beaten down, but it's almost like you're pushing it. Like you're feeling it internally yourself. You're tired. You're drained mentally, physically, spiritually by the people, places, things, the connections that are making you feel that way. And you're just barely kind of like, okay, I'm here, but I'm not really, I'm not 100% here. I really feel that because it's that this exhaustion is overpowering your energy. And it's like, you've been pushing yourself and keeping on going and going and going and going and going, and you're exhausted, but you're still waiting for your ships to come in, possibly in regards to this air sign messenger. Doesn't have to be an air sign, but it could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Maybe you are waiting for somebody to express something to you or some form of clarity to come to you. There is a sense of waiting for some sort of enlightenment or knowledge or information or a message. Or maybe a shift in energies, even. You know what I mean? It is air sign energy. Like the wind can pick up, the wind can change. So I'm just thinking elemental wise. So it's almost like a change in the wind is what you are waiting for the sails to kick up and for the boat to sail in the direction that you would like it to. That's the analogy I'm sort of feeling there. So yeah, I feel like earth signs, this could be you, or this could be somebody in regards to you. Maybe somebody is hoping that you will deliver a message that they've been wanting from you. Or there could be an earth sign that is delivering a message to you that you've been waiting for a long, long, long time. Okay, because the Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in. You could have been standing on that shore for who knows how long. Okay, for some of you, I feel like, yeah, you're still waiting for a message or some sort of enlightenment or something. It's almost like you can feel it in your soul. There's a deep soul knowing that, yes, this is coming, this change, this whatever, this shift is coming, but it's a matter of just writing it out and waiting for it. Okay, because like I had said, this could be a person that's actually spying on you, like a secret admirer type of energy. They're usually, the Page of Swords is usually a very immature energy, and they're nervous and they're insecure, and maybe a bit of an inferiority complex even going on there, like, not able to see their own worth, not able to see how important or how valuable they might be to you, a sign. And it, like, I'm sure it really sucks for you, because it's like, man, I wish you could see yourself the way I see you, like, well, why can't you? And I really feel someone is quite sad by that, because it's like, I value you so much, but you can't value yourself, and it makes me sad for you, because I feel like there's a bit of a gap in the evolution of the consciousness of the two people that we're talking about here. Okay, one seems more immature, one seems more evolved, and it's, possibly just spiritual evolution. It doesn't necessarily have to be age. It's about emotional and spiritual maturity more than anything else here. But I feel like you, Earth signs, or this Page of Swords, has a very strong desire to move away from all the chaos, all the drama, all this, whatever it is that's making you feel beaten down and drained, the people, places, things, obligations, connections, whatever it is that is making you like, oh, I'm so done, I'm so out of here. You're moving away from that, okay? Like, quite literally, this card here, the figure in this card is facing away, looking away from that card. So you are, okay? Following this new moon, you'll be moving away from all the chaos, because it's almost like you'll find the strength, the inner courage yourself to step forward and make the changes that maybe previously you were too fearful to make. Okay? And you know what? Fear is sucky, and it will stop us in our tracks at the best of times. Trust me, I know. And being like, if you're a Taurus, being a fixed sign, it doesn't make it any easier. So to any Taurians out there that are beating themselves up for not having made shifts or, moved forward and found their courage earlier, you are exactly where you need to be right now, okay? Rest assured that your timing and your path is exactly where it needs to be. Like, I think as people on a spiritual journey, we put too much pressure on ourselves to achieve what the next guy has achieved. It's not about competition. It's not about comparison. It's a personal journey inward to the energy or the source of all things that created us all. Okay. It's not about who got there first, who got there in a flashier way or whatever, like it's not about that. So stop being so hard on yourself, earth signs, because you're moving away from troubled water, and this moving away from this chaos will also enable you or whoever it is, your significant person, to find a bit more balance in their life, in their physical world, when it comes to work and home, or business, like whether they've got a small business that they're starting, and job responsibilities or relationship juggling, whatever it is. This is not about relationship juggling. This is actually about finding balance. That rainbow is a positive thing. It's about balance. It's about, to me, the rainbow always signifies balanced chakras. For a person that has balanced chakras, they are very centered. They are very grounded. They are doing their spiritual hygiene. They're doing their inner work. Okay. So that's what I mean. Like, you're moving away from all the chaos and the predominantly 3D energies and the material world a little bit more, and finding a bit more balance within spiritually, and it's helping your outer world. Like, as within, so without, as above, so below. That saying very much rings true here. Okay. And then we move on to the Two of Cups. As I was saying, like, Two of Cups is about you finding emotional maturity, finding emotional balance. You don't always have to have the last word. You don't always have to be right. You don't always have to, have the wittiest comeback to everything. Like, sometimes less is more. And that comes with emotional maturity. Like, Taurians, I know, like, I used to love being really argumentative because it was like, but you're not going to tell me what. And through my ascension, I kind of released that. And it's like, when my shadow comes out, I can be a little bit like that. However, I'm able to notice it and I'm able to balance it. So I feel like for a lot of us, this is going to be coming forward after this new moon, is this new sense of emotional and spiritual balance, because the astrological energies and the fifth dimensional energies that are being poured onto this planet are pretty much opening up our heart chakras and activating our heart chakras a lot more. So we're able to live from the heart. We're able to speak authentically, lovingly from the heart, without allowing our damage to color or dictate the nature of our vocabulary, so that we can inflict our pain on others. Like, that is the leveling up that is coming for us, as signs. So that's a really, really good thing. Like, wow. That's just, it's like, okay, with self-love, there's that journey of, can you look at yourself in that mirror? Like, can you look in your own eyes and say, I love you? This is that level. Like, when I first looked in my eyes in the mirror, and I tried to tell myself I love myself, I burst into tears. I couldn't even maintain eye contact. It was atrocious. Now I can sit there and tell myself I love myself and have a smoochy conversation, and it's crazy. However, I have leveled up with my self-love immensely from when I started off. And I feel like for some of you, you're going to be starting that journey of that healing, of truly connecting with your own soul and loving yourself the way you should have from the beginning. And just the way you kind of put too much expectation on everybody outside of yourself to love you, you're going on a journey of self-love and inner healing. And that's a really beautiful thing, Earth signs, because healing is the order of the day. This month, there's past life trauma healing, there's karmic healing, and there is personal healing. So there's a lot of healing energy out there for us to tap into, and a lot of guides and a lot of support. So please do not please do not forget to call them in. Okay, and another synchronistic thing here, I'm talking about the rainbow. We've got rainbow on the Two of Pentacles and the rainbow on the Two of Cups, between the two cups. Okay, So that rainbow frequency of when your chakras are balanced, because you realize the colors of the rainbow are the same as the chakras. When your chakras are balanced, you are a rainbow bridge. You are the rainbow bridge to the spiritual realm, to the divine. Okay, that's what's happening for a lot of people. So I feel like this is like a big leapfrog for a lot of you. They'll be seeing this reading over the course of the next couple of weeks to the 6 months. You know, there are mass awakenings going on all the time, and people are just shifting in the way they see things and the way they feel about things and how their heart and soul is actually reacting to things. Like they're all of a sudden so much more deeply offended by things that they wouldn't even bat an eyelid at before. And now it's just like, but this is wrong. This does not resonate with me. This is not okay. And it's hard sometimes to find balance in your own emotional body when you're facing these changes where you're like, hang on, my approach and my everything is changing. My reaction to everything is changing. And I'm becoming more sensitive to energies, thoughts, images, songs, everything like that. How do I find the balance? It's like, just breathe. Just take 1 minute at a time and you'll get through it. Okay? Because underneath the King of Pentacles, we've got the Queen of Swords. As I was saying, the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords predominantly can be a lady that has been hurt. She has been through it. Okay? I don't know why. I feel like because the cards were sitting like this, I feel like she got clubbed in the head by the King of Pentacles. I feel like Earth signs, you may have done this Queen of Swords wrong, or there may have been some sort of falling out. This may be a couple that have had a falling out. Doesn't have to be. Can be friends, can be colleagues, could be anything like that. But I feel like there has been some unpleasantness in the past between you because she seems a little shitty and she's got her sword up in like a defensive position. However, my eyes are going to the doves. There's like 6 doves, okay? Once again, reminds me of the 6 of Pentacles. That balance. This person has a great desire for balance in her life, no matter how she has to achieve it. Whether that is by cutting people out that do not serve her highest and greatest good, or by bringing people in.